The following program contains scenes that may be upsetting for some viewers.
We moved on when darkness fell. We moved on to these bunkers, tunnels, these things that went deep into the bowels of the earth, as we have done so many times before on the Ghost Trail. But few times have we been spooked out like we were here, because it was a small group, there were only 5 of us, and we went into these deep, dark tunnels. The stairs just kept going down and down and down, and it just kept getting darker and darker and darker, and there was water on the ground, and no one wanted to be the person on the edge of the group.
I could almost feel like something was about to happen from the moment that we got together. The energy was high, we were all, I think, on the top of our game.
Goes further down. Goes further down.
To be able to experience, joy and happiness and excitement at, meeting up with people you like and working with them, to feeling afraid that you're gonna, fall into a hole somewhere, or to feel that there's a spirit there around you, manipulating the devices in your hand, that there could be a spirit in front of you, shouting and yelling and doing all sorts, and then flinging things off shelves. It's almost like something out of a horror movie.
There was a very oppressive feeling anyway, apart from the darkness, apart from being a small cramped place. There was also what seemed to be a bit of an oppressive feeling in there.
He was a monster in the respect of the way he was feeding off all our energy.
Let's try it.
Without trying to...
I can't stress this enough, I did not want to be there.
We're like 4 stories on the ground right now. And it's pretty disorientating. It's just how we can make our way back out. It's a bit of a labyrinth.
But again, we kind of walked around for a bit. We heard a few things, didn't sort of make much of them, but then we just settled in one spot. And that, again, is where Sam started channeling something.
All I kept feeling was that the darkness was overpowering, engulfing. There was a sense of oppression there, especially when we reached that corner where we were carrying out our investigation.
Just remember, guys, we are like 4 stories underground. I've got about 45 minutes worth of battery on here.
We don't want to be running down.
We don't want to run out of light
No, we don't.
down here because it's absolutely pitch black.
Let's just show everyone how dark it is.
Yeah, turn off.
Yeah.
Cover your
I think we
infrared
should
lights.
go up a little bit to bring the...
My infrared lights
your
off, just
energy
cover
in.
your...
Switch those off. Okay, that's how dark it is.
Actually, I think what you're seeing is...
That is how dark it is in here. Can't see.
Jonathan's got the truest night vision. Jonathan, if you look down that corridor,
It's pitch black.
that's how dark it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, I think this is as good a place as any for the black box.
Black Fox is fairly similar to Echovox, but it's basically, it says what the name is. It's a little bit darker. It was designed to pull in, as Sam would say, a slightly lower energy, slightly lower vibrations. But the difference with Black Box is it doesn't have any phonetics. There are no human sounds in it at all. There was just no phonetics. It's just all random noise and random static.
Come on, talk to us. We're about to use Black Box 666 edition.
And we're going to use Revelation Bank B, which just uses provocation from the Book of Revelations. This is going to... You will hear voices. There are phonetics in this. Like I say, it reads passages from the Old Testament.
And it was a relief to do the specialist work eventually at the end of our filming and giving the piece that he needed. He was horrendous. He was a real challenge. But yeah, an experience for all the team. Yeah, he didn't realise he'd passed, and he didn't realise he was in a woman's body. And as I let him in my body, I recall him just being very, very angry. He was shocked. And I think you'll see that.
IVF Bradley.
Move back, guys. I need to get moving out.
There is nowhere to go.
Right?
Yeah, Brian again. Yeah. Must leave.
All I can say is I didn't want to be there, and I was very, very, very glad when we finally said, right guys, let's just get out of here. Let's move on us.
I think maybe it's time to go, guys.
I think we should oblige him.
Yep.
Is there anybody here that wants an eye?
This is getting nasty.
No, I can deal with this, Jonathan. I know what I'm doing. I just need to let David. Let me just do my work now. Change my vibration, please. Just for getting this information.
I think we should stop Echovox, I think.
Just stop it all.
Yeah, we should stop it now. Stop. Pack up.
Split supply.
And let's just, yeah, take your thing back. Okay. All of the EMF readings, we spend a short while just listening, feeling, and trying to get a general reading of what the place is like standard. And then for all of that to just flip on its head in the space of a few minutes, and for it to persist like it did, and then afterwards, when it was all over, for it to just die down again, it just boggles the mind. You know, and for someone who likes to have things explained, and I just couldn't. I couldn't. So the upper rock definitely, I mean, it's still in my mind, and it's still in my leg. I really hurt myself that day.
We're going to use the black box or the new one?
Guys, this noise is coming out from the darkness. I don't know, it's just echo. Next week on the Ghost Trail, we're heading to Broadcasting House, in particular the Radio Gibraltar Library, a small room at the back of the building, which everyone fears to visit at night.